Hey, what's going on, guys? It's LuceyGoosey or Kyle, and welcome back to another week of the MLBA. We are here. Your Chicago Bibarels are going up against the Washington Redskitty. I believe the Washington Redskitty are 4-0 going into this match, and we are 3-1. This is our week number 5 match, I believe. I hope I have that right. But anyways, yeah, we've got a pretty tough matchup on paper. Obviously, we're two of the top teams in the league right now, me being 3-1, him being 4-0, and we want to take down the undefeated. So coming off of a tough loss last week, but I'm hoping that we can pick up a win right here. He's got a pretty tough team, as you guys can see, and I had a bit of some mispreps in this game. I won't mention them now, but I'll mention them after the battle. But anyways, let's just get into this, talk about the team I'm bringing and the team he's bringing, and should be pretty cool. So anyways, he's got Mamoswine, Vaporeon, Salamence, Drapion, Necrozma, and Mega Blaziken. I don't remember too much of the team that he didn't bring, but at least we have that to go off of for this video. We have a Choice Banded, a Azumarill, Aqua Jet, obviously there to revenge a lot of things. The Mega Blaziken dies to Aqua Jet after Rocks, which is good. I'm not bringing Rocks, but I guess, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Aqua Jet did a ton, though, with Band. I don't know if it killed 100% of the time, but definitely put it into range of, like, Bullet Punch or some other stuff, but, yeah, Banded Azumarill I felt like was really good. We could also Aqua Jet the Mamoswine, which was something I thought was super important in this match. And then Banded Knockoff just does a lot of damage. The one problem with being Banded is if I do go for Aqua Jet, he gets a free Vaporeon switch in every time. So that was the one problem with being Banded in this match. And I feel like that was a bit of a problem for me in this match. And you guys will see it happen in the actual replay. But maybe I should have gone with a different item for this game. But anyways, we have a Choice Scarf Lowland Persian here, with Foul Play, Parting Shot, Hidden Power Fire, Switcheroo. So I have the Hidden Power Fire there. He must have had like Kartana on this team. That's the only thing I can think of why I would have Hidden Power Fire. So he probably had Kartana. I can actually look at the document to clarify that, but I don't know. He must have for me to bring Hidden Power Fire on this set. But anyways, Foul Play for the Salamence. If it does get up a Dragon Dance, we're faster, and we can Foul Play that, and that's where my speed tier hit was the Outspeed Salamence, I believe. Actually, no, it outspeed something faster than that, so it must be to outspeed Kartana. And then Parting Shot obviously is really nice, and I can switcheroo this onto the Vaporeon. That was kind of my plan, was hopefully I can get the Vaporeon so I can switcheroo a Choice Scarf at some point, hopefully after I get rid of the Salamence. So anyways, that was something I thought was a decent bring. I kind of like Choice Scarf version, but I never seem to use it well. But I know it can put in work, especially with Foul Play. So anyways, we're also bringing Choice Scarf Mienshao to this match. U-Turn, High Jump Kick, Stone Edge, Knockoff. I was thinking about bringing Reckless, but I decided to go with the Regenerator just so I could at least have some health back. High Jump Kick still, you know, OHKOs the Mamoswine, which is good, and puts the Blaziken into range of a lot of things, so I thought that was important. We also have the Stone Edge because of the Salamence. I could have went for something like Hidden Power Ice, but I figured Stone Edge was probably the best bet to go with. And other than that, yeah, I think that was just about it for this set. Meant to outspeed Salamence, so that's where the speed tier is at. Not max attack because I wanted to have some bulk, and I believe the bulk helped me to live something, but I don't remember what it was. But also, the attack that I had, I didn't need anything higher than this if I remember correctly, because all I wanted was to be able to put the Blaziken into range of Bullet Punch, I believe. So yeah, that was the Mienshao that I brought this week. And then Morgana the Gardevoir with leftovers, Calm Mind, Moonblast, Psych, Psyshock, and Taunt. I thought this would be a pretty decent set considering it can set up on the Vaporeon. Vaporeon can't really do too much to me. I switch into Vaporeon every time. If he goes for Scald, I have Water Absorb because I'll Trace it, and I can Taunt it to prevent it from Wishing or Toxicking and Calm Mind up on it. So I figured this would be a really nice anti-Vaporeon Pokemon. Maybe I should have brought Thunderbolt on it instead of like something like Psyshock, but I ended up going with the Psyshock just in case. But yeah, I figured this was a pretty good anti-Vaporeon set. Also meant to outspeed Mamoswine with like some amount of speed, like speed creeping stuff. So that's why I went with that speed there. And yeah, I think it also outspeeds like, I don't know, the Necrozma speed creeping stuff. Basically, it was just to make sure I outspeed Mamoswine and Necrozma. Probably won't outspeed Blaziken, so I didn't try to go for that because, you know, Blaziken's base 100. I think Mega Blaziken might be higher than that. But I felt like this was pretty good. We could also trace speed boost on Blaziken, but I figured that probably wasn't going to work out too well. But I still felt like this was a decent set to bring to this match. We also have our Dragonium Z Naganadel, basically our win condition in this game, with Tailwind, Draco Meteor, Sludge Wave, Flamethrower. The Tailwind's there, so if he goes for Protect with his Blaziken, we go for Tailwind that turn. We're faster, we can kill it with a Draco Meteor or a Z move, and try to sweep from there. We do get the speed boost in special attack rather than speed this week. The beast boost in special attack, not speed. And I figured that that was more important because I need to be able to kill the Vaporeon, and I don't have Thunderbolt, so a Z move with Draco was kind of the play that I was thinking of here. And I don't think I really need the speed boost, especially if I have Tailwind up. So that was my thought process in this Naganadel set. And then lastly, we have the Scizor with Roost, Bullet Punch, Deep Fog, and Aerial Ace. So the reason why I have Aerial Ace is so that he can't set up a Swords Dance with his Blaziken on me. If it is Blaziken versus Scizor, I just go for the Aerial Ace. And if he Swords Dances, we kill him. If he Bullet Punch it, or if he goes for Flare Blitz, we die. But I didn't want to be put in a scenario where we gave him a free Swords Dance. Even though we had Azu to kind of revenge, I wanted to make sure that we were able to at least put damage on him. But you guys will see, like, a huge problem, like I said in prep, was having just banned the choice band on my Azumarill. If I went for something like Life Orb, maybe the match could have been a little bit better. But you guys will see as I start the replay. I actually did a live recording of this match, and it didn't turn out too well. It was mainly just because I was taking a long time in between my moves, and I was having a tough time, like, grasping my, like, why I was going for certain things. It was a really tough match, but I led with my Azumarill because I just figured Mamoswine was a possible lead for him, and I wanted to get off some good damage on anything that came up. If it was the Vaporeon, at least we could knock off its leftovers, and he actually gets an anti-lead to my Azumarill with his Drapion, so I'm kind of forced to switch out into my Scizor here as he goes for the Poison Jab. Now, I figured he probably has Fire Fang on this set, and I wanted to scout out for that, so I figured I could live any Fire Fang. I actually thought I switched out there, but he does have the Fire Fang, and I knew I could live it. I definitely calced it, but I thought I scouted for it for some reason, but I guess I didn't. And I just went for Bullet Punch to do some damage. Sees Black Sludge, and yeah, he goes for Toxic Spikes. I'm going to go for Roost on this turn, and then I think I defog here. Don't really want Toxic Spikes. Actually, no, I don't defog because I have Naganadel, and I know Naganadel can actually switch in on this thing now, so I believe that's actually the play I go for here. Yep, I go for an offensive switch into Naganadel as he Fire Fangs. No burn, I believe, and yeah, he's actually in range of Z Draco, but I don't want to go for it just yet, so I believe I just go for the regular Draco Meteor as he goes out into his Vaporeon. Looking at the calcs, if I had gone for Z Draco, it would be Z Draco into regular Draco. We'd kill the Vaporeon, but that was just a misplay by me. I mean, I wasn't ready to go for the Z move just yet, and if I would have done that, then we could have gotten rid of this Vaporeon early on, but we did have our kind of answer with our Morgana. He shows he has to Protect, so he's probably Wish Protect, so we have to make sure that we get that right when we go for the Z move that he doesn't Protect. We show we have Taunt, so he's probably not going to stay in, and he actually does go out into Drapion, so I predict that and go for the Moonblast. And now his Drapion's basically dead, but he could be faster than us because we're not max speed, so I want to make sure I switch out, and that's what we're going to do. We are going to switch out, and we're going to Bullet Punch this turn, and he misses his Fire Fang. Actually, I went for the Roost because I knew I could live the Fire Fang, and then we go for Bullet Punch because he's still in range. So our Scizor is at full health, which is good. Well, not full health, but basically full health, but he goes into Blaziken, something I very easily expected, and I feel like this turn, I should have just went for the Aerial Ace. I felt like it was my best bet, but I went into Azumarill knowing I could live any hit, and that was really a problem in this game. He does go for an attack. He would have killed my Scizor, but it would have given me momentum to the fact that Azumarill wouldn't have had to take 47, because now I can't switch into Blaziken again. I died to an Earthquake, which is huge, and I'm surprised he didn't go. Well, he would have died, but yeah, he gets Vaporeon every time my Azumarill comes out, and I need to kill Vaporeon, but in that situation, if I don't click an attacking move there, then I kind of just lose the Blaziken. If I don't click Aqua Jet, I kind of lose, because if he goes for Earthquake, he's faster than the rest of my team, and he one-shots everything. And I don't have Focus Sash user, so I have to go for Aqua Jet every time Blaziken comes in. And that just got really frustrating for me in this match, because I knew Vaporeon could come in every single time. So he goes for the Wish here into Necrozma, which, you know, I taunted, so it's not a big deal, and now I can Calm Mind up as he goes for his Z move. And it is Z Corkscrew Crash, which is Flash Cannon. It was not a physical move, it was Flash Cannon. So I go for the Moonblast knowing I can live the Flash Cannon. We kind of get lucky with the SPDF drop, or the special attack drop, but it didn't matter. We would have lived on like 2% on a high roll, so it didn't matter too much. But now I know I can go for another Moonblast here as the Vaporeon comes in, and we still have the Water Absorb if I remember correctly. So getting off damage on this Vaporeon is huge. And yeah, he can't go for Haze, so he's kind of forced to switch out here, and I can just go for the Moonblast again. And he goes into Mamoswine, so we get some really good damage off on Mamoswine. But now I kind of have to switch out, and I don't remember if I did that or not this turn. But if I didn't, okay, I did switch out. If I would have stayed in there, I feel like that would have been such a bad play for me. But he dies to his own Life Orb recoil, so Blaziken comes out again, and I think this is the turn I do sack off my Scizor. So Scizor goes down, and I kind of misplayed here. I think my best play would have actually been to go Persian, if I remember correctly. Oh wait, no, that's what I did. My best play would have been to go Azumarill, obviously, because Azumarill could just Aqua Jet. And I went Persian because I am faster, but he does have the Protect. So we end up actually just losing our Persian right here, because now he can just go for the close combat or the high jump kick and kill us. So yeah, really bad play on my part. That was the one play that, like, after the match I was like, wow, that actually cost me the match, because having Persian could have been really useful. I mean, we still get Azumarill every single time on Blaziken, but like I said, he can just go Vaporeon and he heals up the fool basically, because I have to go for Aqua Jet. There is no other play. If I predict him to go Vaporeon and he stays in, it's over. So I can't do that. And then he makes a really good double right here out into his Blaziken. I know I have to sack this Pokemon off now. And, you know, it would have been nice to have Fake Out pressure on Mienshao, but that just, I didn't end up bringing it. And if I had Fake Out on Mienshao, I feel like this game could have been a lot different. But yeah, he protects here, and I just go for the Aqua Jet again because I know I can't predict the Vaporeon. So he kind of gets like some free switches, and my only play right now is just to try to win with Naganadel. So he burns my Naganadel, not great, but it's not the end of the world. I just go for Sludge Wave for damage to see how much damage I can do to him. And yeah, right here I could go for the Z move, but I'm gonna just predict that he's gonna protect. So I go out into my Mienshao. I just need to get a little bit of damage on this thing, and 45% looks pretty good to me as long as he's not able to wish it up. However, you guys will see he's just gonna wish, and he actually scalds here, so pretty good play on his part. I go Vaporeon, or I go into my Azumarill. I'm gonna slow down for a bit because I'm talking pretty fast. So I go Azumarill. I was trying to play around this Vaporeon just to get damage off on it, and it kept you know, making really good plays. I'm not gonna kill it when it's Wish Protect. The only way I can do that is if I beat it with a Z move on the Naganadel. So I need to put it in range of the Z move before it can wish. So I go out into my Azumarill. I go for the play rough. He wishes, and now I knew this play. I called it even in my live comm. I was like, he's going to go Necrozma and heal up Necrozma to full, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's no play I can make besides play rough here. And if I play rough, Blaziken just kind of goes and sweeps through my team because I'd not banded into Aqua Jet. So actually maybe it's the next turn after this. So yeah, he's at 91% on Vaporeon, and I'm locked into the play rough, and he goes Necrozma, which gives him a free switch in to his Mega Blaziken. And now I know I can't live the Earthquake. He goes for the Earthquake, we die, and my only play is to bluff the Scarf on my Naganadel. I could go into Mienshao, and that would work. However, he would just protect and outspeed me. So I have to bluff the Scarf on Mienshao. I haven't switched up moves at all in this game. I'm not a boosting item. If he protects and I go for Tailwind, I do outspeed the following turn. So that's exactly what happens, and we have a chance now. I go for Tailwind as he protects. We are faster. We do bluff the Scarf, and I go for, I believe, the Sludge Wave this turn, and now he's at 59%. So I think his best play, in his best interest, is to protect here. Stalls a turn of Tailwind, and I don't want to waste my Z move right here. He goes for Protect. We're going to go for the Sludge Wave, and this turn we're going to click the Z move, and it's just in range. We get a pretty good roll. I mean, only like a low roll wouldn't have killed, but we get a pretty decent roll there. We get our special attack boost. We are no longer faster than we are faster than Blaziken on this turn, and now the game comes down to a 50-50. If Blaziken protects and we go for Tailwind, we win. If Blaziken attacks and we go for Tailwind, we lose. If Blaziken attacks and we go for our attacking move, we win. So I figured my best play is to give me the most options to win. And this is crazy how like this game actually comes down to a 50-50, because I thought I had lost it after I sacked off my Persian. So basically what happened before is he protected and I went for Tailwind, and that was before he knew that I had Tailwind. So I figured his best interest here is to go for the protect and try to win off of a double protect, or just a protect in general, and hope that I attack. And then I was like, well, if he goes for an attacking move, he goes for Earthquake. So I kind of considered like going out into Mienshao, and if he goes for Earthquake, then we actually will live it and we're scarfed, and hopefully he just doesn't protect. And that was like one of the plays I was considering, but it just overall, I was like, my best play is go for Tailwind. I am scarfed Mienshao, I will outspeed, and I just gotta hope that I somehow kill, like that I hit my Stone Edge on Blaziken, and then I crit the Salamence to kill it. And I go for Tailwind, and he does not go for Protect. So we end up losing this game off of a 50-50. I wish I would have just Sludge Wave there, because that would have been the game. But yeah, Mienshao comes in, and he protects. We go for Stone Edge. A Stone Edge would kill from this range. However, the very next turn, you are going to see that we do miss our Stone Edge, and that is going to be the game. I think he does die to Recoil, though, so it was a 1-0 instead of a 2-0. And yeah, man, that was a crazy game. I really wish we could have won that one, because it all came down to a play with Naganadel at the end, and it feels like I've done that now, like, way too many times where I've misplayed with Naganadel. You guys saw the last week when I went for the Z, I didn't go for the Z move on Scyther, and we ended up losing to Scyther, which kind of sucked. And then this week, just going for Tailwind rather than attacking. But yeah, I guess that's just how things go sometimes. And yeah, that's just going to be the game. So, yeah, Matt Metagross picks up the win. We go to 3-2 on the season. Still have a pretty decent differential, because we have only lost 1-0 in the last 2 weeks, which is nice. And that's gonna be the game. So hopefully you guys did all enjoy. I'm gonna have to record week 6 right after this, and then I should actually be doing my week 7 battle either later today or the day after, which is pretty cool. But hopefully you guys did all enjoy this video. I'm out for now. Peace.